dive straight in. Everyone raise your right hand high, high, high in the sky. This is how you ask questions and you be brave. No, leave it up, leave it up, leave it up. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions first. So the first question I want to ask you guys is, leave your hand up if you have ever felt like an outsider in your circle of friends. Yeah, awesome. Everyone, leave your hand up if you've felt often like a weirdo alien in your circle of friends. Yep, higher, yep. Okay, leave your hand up if you would like to learn how to become more of who you truly are and to be that authentic version of yourself. Awesome. Everyone's double hands. Awesome. Okay, you can put your hands down. Because tonight we're talking, this is exactly what we're talking about. And we're going to talk about how to be a spiritual girl. And when I say spiritual, I mean being more of who you truly are. Like being so authentic, being the real you in this world that we live in this material world that we live in. And we're going to talk a little bit about, I talk a lot about the inner world. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the outer world. And this is something that I never, ever talk about, ever. Because I'm so focused on the inner work. But someone emailed me in and asked me to discuss this. So we're going to do it tonight. Because I thought many years ago that being spiritual and being authentic had to look a certain way. I thought being spiritual meant that I wore harem pants and a crop top and ate mung beans and didn't shave my armpits or wear makeup or wash my hair and did yoga and chanted and all those things. That's what I thought being spiritual meant and being authentic in what was true for me. But I realized that that actually wasn't the case. And for those of you who've read my book, you know that I did swing to that extreme where I turned fully vegan and stopped shaving my armpits and things like that. But I needed to go that way to kind of come back and find this balance of where I'm at now. But being a spiritual girl in this material world is so important because now more than ever, we are bombarded with information coming at us more and more. I read a statistic the other day, don't quote me on it, but it was like what we experience what we take in a lifetime, in an average of 80 years, 85-year lifetime. Back in the day, no one would have consumed in 400 years. So we are just being bombarded. We're exposed all the time to information of buy this, you need this mascara will change your life, this red Ferrari will make you feel like this, wear this, these jeans will change your life. And we're constantly bombarded. So this is why this topic is so important, because we need to stay so connected with our truth and who we really are and what is true for us, so that all of this information that comes to us can kind of just wash off us. Does that make sense? And it doesn't have to look a certain way. It doesn't have to be a certain way. It doesn't have to look a certain way. For me personally, I realized that after I went my whole mung bean harem pant stage, after I got through that, I realized that actually wasn't my truth. My authentic truth is to dress the way that I dress and to get blow dries and to, look after my outside world as well as my internal world. And that's really, really important. And the first thing that I wanted to chat to you guys about tonight is about getting really clear on what your true authentic self looks like and feels like. Because it's not the red Ferrari that you want, it's the way the Ferrari makes you feel. It's not the jeans that you want, it's the way those jeans will make you feel. So we're talking feeling here. Like for me, I feel my best when I get a blow dry. For so many years, I judged that. I was like, you should just be able to just wear your hair normally. And I really judged it. And my mean girl went crazy over it. But for me, that's my truth. I love it. I love getting a blow dry. It makes me feel so good. And feeling is the operative word here. It makes me feel good. My mum, for those of you who have ever met my mum, and some of you have, she, all my life, wore high heels, still does, wears high heels, always is dressed immaculately, has not a hair out of place, wears red lipstick every day, and gets her nails done and her hair done. And growing up, I would come home from school and she'd be doing the housework in high heels. I'm not even kidding you. And I used to really judge her. I'm like, what are you doing? I used to really pick on her and be quite mean to her about it. And I realize now that that's how she feels the most authentic her. That's how she feels truly her, is dressing and looking a certain way. And my mother-in-law's exactly the same. My mother-in-law will not leave the house without her face done beautifully and her hair done beautifully. I mean, she doesn't wear high heels. She'll wear a pant and a top and flats. But that's how she feels her best. And whenever I deny my truth, and whenever I just kind of let my mean girl go, oh no, just stay in your yoga gear and just leave your hair dirty and don't worry about it, I always feel icky, gross, and really uninspired. I do. And it's not until I take that time to get back into my truth that everything starts to flow a little bit more effortlessly. And it's something so simple. We talk so much about looking after our internal world, but you've got to look after the outside as well. Now, if your truth is high heels and red lipstick, amazing. If your truth is a bun and yoga pants, amazing. If it's Birkenstocks and jeans, amazing. What I want you guys to really get connected with tonight is how and when do you feel your truest you? When do you feel the most authentic you and the most real you? What does your outside look like? So everyone close down their eyes for a moment. And without judging yourself, think about when do you feel the most authentic, beautiful, goddess-like version of yourself? What are you wearing? Don't judge it. If it's a bikini, that's fine. Don't judge it. What are you wearing? Stay connected to feeling the most authentic you. How's your hair? Do you have makeup on? For me, I don't have makeup on. I have my eyebrows combed. I know that sounds really, really random, but I love combing my eyebrows. I do. I have that gel stuff. It's aloe vera gel, and I love combing my eyebrows. I feel like a freaking goddess when I comb my eyebrows. I do, but I don't need to have anything else on my face. So what are you wearing? Have you had a shower? Have you just got out of the ocean? In order for you to feel like this amazingly authentic, real goddess version of you, what does that look like? Are you wearing makeup? Are you wearing a dress? Take a moment now and jot down what that looks like for you.
Can there be a couple of versions?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. those times when I don't step into my true authentic self on the outside, I feel so uninspired, I feel icky, I feel gross, and I wonder why my day isn't flowing. And then I go and have a shower, I wash my hair, I comb my eyebrows, and I put on a nice flowy dress, and I am instantly transformed by doing a few simple things. And because I have learned what those simple things are, for me, I am able to transform any funky mood very, very quickly. And this is what I want to help you guys uncover tonight. Because you can go and do all the internal work, but your external world is a reflection of your internal world. So we got to marry the two. We've got to make sure your external world reflects your internal world. And then when you've finished, just look up so I know who's done, or I can give you a little bit more time. Okay, let's hear a couple. Ariel.
Fresh out of the shower, my body and face is exfoliated and cleansed. My hair is freshly washed and wrapped in a hair turban. I'm wearing a baggy shirt with no bra, comfy pants and bed socks.
Perfect.
Bliss.
Amazing. And that's when you feel the most you?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Beautiful. Awesome. What about you, gorgeous?
I realise that I love washing my hair every day, but I never do because I'm a mum and I have all those excuses. But when it's up in a bun, I feel really manly, like I'm in my masculine.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to wash it in the morning, and if I have the aircon in the car on it, it dries it. So then I feel really smart, like I didn't have to go and get it blow dry. Anyway, pretty clothes like skirts. As soon as I put a skirt on, I'm like, feel a little flowy.
Yep.
And nice skin if I'm drinking water, because otherwise I get these water lines.
Yep.
And when I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, I haven't drank enough water.
Yep.
And no chocolate, because every piece of chocolate I have is a pimple.
Right.
So,
And that's when you feel the most...
I don't have to have makeup on.
Yeah.
Okay without makeup.
Beautiful. Awesome. What about you, Erin? I know your name, so I've got to pick on you.
I can honestly say that I get to get dressed every day to go to work or whatever. So I dress for me every day, and I don't care what other people think. So, well, I do, but I try not to. So most days when I'm dressed to go to work, I feel good.
Yeah. Awesome.
Sunday's my daggy day, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Rock the bun, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. What about you?
It's funny, I have a very good friend who loves doing her hair and makeup,
Yeah.
and she's always giving me grief for never wearing lippy,
Yeah.
and that just highlighted to me that I am a lip balm girl.
Yeah.
And I love it, and
Yeah.
I feel natural in it, and every time I try to try and wear lipstick, I just don't feel like me.
Mm.
So yeah, that was really interesting. But I'm definitely a girly girl. I love fabrics, bright patterns, flowing dresses. I feel really beautiful in those kind of things.
Yeah, beautiful. Awesome. What about you?
I feel like I have a split personality.
Bit bipolar, oh?
I
Yeah.
love, I always seem to have to wear earrings.
Yeah.
When I had a baby, it's like, it's like my rebellion. I will wear the earrings. Try as you might, try and pull them out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really love beautiful fabrics like modal, like bamboo and modal. I realise I love dressing up, but I have to be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a really big thing for me, and I love colour. I'm like, I feel like I have to wash my hair. I feel always better, and I love kind of aromatically dressing myself. But then this morning, I'll just say we bumped into each other earlier, didn't know we were coming here tonight. But Erin asked me how my day was, and I had such a long to-do list. And I just left it, and I went to the beach, and I went swimming, and I came out, and I went, oh my God, this is fantastic. And I actually didn't shower till mid-afternoon and stayed with the salt on me.
Nice.
And it was the complete opposite of how I normally kind of put it on every day. So I realised that I have to really find that balance more, because I love two ends of the spectrum.
Beautiful. Who else has got an interesting one? I'd love to hear some really interesting ones. If anyone has any. Any? No? No? Yes.
I do. I think I've got a split personality as well. So I just love being in a bikini on the beach, covered in salt, and some nice coconut oil. I just love that. Naked if possible. I'll wear the bikini if I have to. And another one I realise where I feel really empowered and raw and authentic is just being in the jungle. When I go to Peru and I'm just in the depths of the jungle, and I'm not wearing deodorant, and I can't have a shower, and I can't have a bath, I can't even wash my face unless I want to, get through the piranha. And so you kind of you just really, I don't know, there's something about that I can do that for weeks, and I'll just let my hair be all grimy, and I'll stick a bandana around my head, and I know that when I get out of there, the first thing I want to do once I kind of hit somewhere where there is a shower, is shower, but while I'm there, I really like that. And then I have the opposite end, which is getting dressed up and having a blow dry and nice, soft, feminine, beautiful, quality clothes. All the different spectrums. It's quite fun.
Yeah, because this is all about what feels right for us. Because what it looks like for you is going to look very different to what it looks like for me. And it's just about honouring what that is for us. And every single day showing up. And whether that's in a bikini or in a turban or whatever it is, I'm all about making sure your inside feels good as well as your outside. And this is so important. Has anyone got any others that are really awesome or interesting that they want to share? Estelle?
One of my dots just says gorgeous shoes.
Yeah. Nice.
I just bought a pair yesterday and I love them.
Yeah.
I feel so good when I wear a new pair of shoes.
Yeah. And another reason why this is so important is because we are so bombarded with very, very, very excellent brainwashing / marketing. We are constantly being told that we need this in order to fulfill us, and we need these shoes to fill that void. And there was a time in my life many years ago where that's what I actually thought, okay, I'll get these shoes, and it filled a void within me for a very short period of time until that void was no longer filled, and then I needed the next handbag or the next pair of shoes or the next designer, whatever. But that hole is endless. But when you have this type of awareness around your body and your truth of what makes me feel really, really good, when you go to make those decisions, like when you go to purchase something, which by the way, every time you do purchase something, you are voting with your dollar and you are saying that I believe in that brand, or I believe in that company, or I believe in their system. So it's really important, like for me, when I go to purchase something now, it's from that place of, does this make me feel like the most authentic me? Not, is this fashionable? Or so-and-so wore this, so I should get it. That's how I used to think. Or this is on trend, so I need to get it. I try something on and it's like, okay, does this make me feel like the best version of me? And that is why this is so important. Taking the time to work out what makes you feel the most you may save you a lot of money. You realize that all you need is a t-shirt and no bra, you know, and a turban on your head. You know, you realize that all you need is a bikini. So that's why this is so important. It's about staying true to who you really are and being the most authentic version of yourself.